Welcome, my friends, to the Spirituality, Healing, and Vision Quest podcast, where we're going to take a deep dive into universal spiritual principles and ground them in modern day practices that you can apply to your life today. Hi, my name is Beth Berkins, and I want you to know that I am really committed to simplifying ancient wisdom practices. I've been studying them for over 40 years now and inside of them, and I want to give you easy to understand, proven and reliable keys that are going to unlock true sources of power and healing for you. You're going to walk away from this podcast with some practical tools to create that greater meaning and purpose, that larger purpose that your soul is calling you to. All right, so let's get going on the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Good morning, my friends here on the West Coast. I'm here in California. Good morning. Good afternoon, all my friends on the East Coast. And good evening, those of you who are in Europe. I'm delighted to be here with you today. It is 2025. And you know, shamans know, shamanic cultures know and realize that this is a time, it's called a margin, when one part of the year touches another part of the year. Where they touch is a margin. Like you think about the Pacific Ocean and where it finally touches the land after thousands of miles. That point is a margin. And many of the Huichol people plant their prayer arrows right there exactly where the water and the earth meet. It's a place of power. And so this ending of the old and the meeting of the new is a place of power for you. And there's tremendous opportunity that is available for you at this time, like on winter solstice or summer solstice or spring equinox, those high holy days. There's tremendous power that's there if we do ceremony, if we know how to tap into them. So I am just so thrilled to be here with you today to talk with you just a little bit about shamanism and how do you make a start? Shamanically, what can you do in terms of ceremony to really start the new year? One of the important features in shamanism, of course, is connecting with true sources of power. And this coming weekend, January 4th, and also on January 11th, there'll be an encore. I'm doing a brand new free kind of visioning workshop, and it's called 3 Ancient Wisdom Keys to Awaken Your Power and Ignite Your Greater Purpose. I want to give you a personal VIP invitation to join me. It's 9 o'clock Saturday morning, that's Pacific time, 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, 5 o'clock p.m. afternoon London time. So please put me on your calendar for the 4th or the 11th if you want to come to the encore. And we're going to do ceremony together. I've trained and worked with several different Peruvian shamans, also other indigenous shamans from other cultures, but there's this beautiful ceremony to really start the new year. So we're going to do that this Saturday and the following Saturday. If you're available, if you want to invite your friends, just send me an email, beth@bethberkins.com. And you'll see my name here, of course, on the podcast on Spotify and Apple. So one of those first shaman's keys, I'm going to give a sneak preview here today, is to connect with true sources of power. Now, what is a true source of power for you? It might be the tree in your backyard. It might be the Pacific Ocean. It might be the river with the birch growing along it, like in Big Sur, California. It might be a power animal helper. It might be an archangel or a teacher, a spirit ally. in one of these worlds of shamanism. There are 3 worlds of shamanism. We'll be talking about that on Saturday. So connecting with them, allowing them to feed you, to fill you with their energy, what in shamanism we call power. That is one of the keys to really begin this year in a way that anchors and roots you into what is really there for you. The power animal absolutely knows you, absolutely loves you, absolutely gets you, has your back, has your front, has all of you, cares for you, creates a kind of force field of protection, a spiritual immune system all around you. But you got to ask and say, hey, let's connect. Pick up a rattle. Very simple. Pick up a rattle. Pick up a bottle of vitamins and start to shake it. Make that connection. This takes you into a slightly trance-altered state of consciousness. It's much easier to see and feel those helping spirits. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to know who they are. They know who you are. And the reason I wanted to do this podcast early in the year is to just remind all of us, yes, we want to connect with them. They want to connect with us. They give to us. They feed us. They serve us. They support us. They guide us. They heal us. They help us in innumerable ways. And the question is, well, what do I give back? What do I give to my power animal? What do I give to the archangels who I might work with? Well, how do I serve them? Because you know that wheel of giving and receiving is ever important. It's one of those universal laws. We want to receive more. How do we do that? We must give more. And so I invite you to go into your kitchen cupboard after this, if that's possible, after this podcast completes, and see if you can find some cornflakes, some cornmeal, some rice grains, some oat flakes, dried oat flakes. When I'm teaching in Europe, that is the main offering that we do up in the Alps, oats. That's the traditional offering from old Europe, oats. Just get a little handful, or maybe, you've got some tobacco. Just take a little bit of tobacco. Take just a pinch of it. It doesn't take a lot. It's the intention. It's the feeling in your heart of gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness that those spirits are with you. You think about last year and how they served you. Maybe they saved you from a near-miss accident. Maybe they helped you recover from an illness. We want to have gratitude. We want to see them and appreciate them and acknowledge them, give back to them. And so let this be your act of power here in the new year. Go in the cupboard, find a little spirit offering, and go in your backyard or on your balcony if you're in the city and just sprinkle it in the air. Offer it to a tree in the backyard or your front lawn. Doesn't matter where, it matters that you're doing this from your heart. And think of them, even if you're not sure yet who they are. I can help you with this. Let's discover who is your power animal. Who is your teacher in the upper world? If this is of interest to you, please make sure you get yourself to this free live Zoom workshop that I'll be doing on the 4th of January. And I'll do another one on the 11th. Ancient wisdom keys to awaken your power and ignite greater purpose in you. Let's share some ceremony together. I'll be looking for your email. Thank you so much for spending this bit of time with me today. It's been wonderful to be here with you, and a gift and an honor and a privilege. So I send you my love, my blessings. See you on the next podcast. See you this coming weekend. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I enjoyed recording it. So any questions, any comments, please feel free to connect with me personally on my website, bethbergens.com. And if you feel guided to, one thing that I do ask is for you to rate the podcast. This way we can reach way more people, and in that way impact more lives, of course. So with that, I'll see you on the next exciting Spirituality and Vision Quest podcast.